going on, Faithscape podcast? Now, with this episode, it's definitely gonna be a short one, because I'm filming it, or recording it, I guess I should say, in the midst of how I'm feeling. And I'm definitely I think I'm using this platform right now as a way to kind of get out of what I'm feeling and to show, when you're feeling the way of doubtful and, things are going to go wrong and everybody's going to leave. Saying that out loud, that sounds like obviously absolutely crazy and like that's not going to happen. But in the moment, for many, it feels so real. And to explain it to people like that don't go through it, to sit here and shake and cry, just imagining that everybody is just gonna fade away and leave because you're too much. Or, you don't maybe not talk to your family too much. You may not react well to things. You may joke around too much about things. Basically, like, the feeling of everyone's just going to leave just because of who you are is a very, very terrible feeling. And it is not as easy as just be like, well, don't think about that. Or think happy thoughts. Because believe me, I've tried. I've sat there, I've done the breaths and everything. But I think this is just me showing you, like, there are definitely hard moments. And I'm definitely going through a hard moment right now. I guess today has been a really hard day. And it's hard. It's hard to get through. It's hard to get through, and you feel right now in the moment like you got no direction. I know there's a direction. And I know I'll get with that direction as soon as, whatever I'm feeling is over with, but always know there's a direction. I just don't know how else to put it into words of what I'm feeling when I'm feeling this way. I want to scream. I want to punch things. I want to throw my room and make a mess and tip everything over and break things and all the such. Obviously, that is very radical behavior and not to be accepted. But it's how I feel. In my mind, in my heart, I just want to jump up and down and scream in these moments. And it literally, like, physically and mentally feels like you're just trapped in your mind. And you can't get out. Like, there's really no other way to put that than that. And it sucks. It sucks so much. And you don't know how to explain it. And it's like when you're not getting what you want from family, friends, partners, whoever, you tend to take it out on them. And it even stings even more, because then you gotta deal with the backlash of that. Not saying that happened, but it's definitely happened in the past. You're not alone, for sure, if you felt this. I just want to make sure, because when I was a kid and I used to feel this way, I thought there was something seriously wrong with me, as I've said in past episodes. And by saying this stuff and saying it out loud, more and more, it's like, obviously, I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a great person. I know I'm a great brother, a great grandson, a great nephew, cousin, boyfriend, friend. But it is just so hard to believe that sometimes. And it's like you just kind of want to run away, and you think that if you run away, everything will be solved, and you don't know how to talk to people, you don't know who to talk to, because then you feel like you're a burden, and you feel like you're just weighing so much on those people, and it sucks. It really does. But I know that's not true. I know none of that is true. None of that is true. I'm saying that as a statement. I'm not trying to say that as a question. None of that is true. You always can go to your friends, family, partner, and if those people are toxic and don't want to listen to you or react in terrible ways, I promise you can always hit me up in, the DMs or email me or whatever, and I will try to respond the best way I can. Because this just blows. And it sucks. And, and then it comes to, like, times like this when you're really just like, I wish I could be like, I wish I didn't care as much as I cared. I wish I didn't feel as much as I feel. I wish I wasn't as just like, I wasn't as like compassionate and in touch with the way I feel. Sometimes I wish like I was that, that puts up a brick wall and can just be cold-hearted for a time period until those feelings pass away. And I can get there, but when I get there, the ones closest usually tend to, get the shit end of the stick for that. So, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now, saying all this on here. I usually come with the positivity. I thought I'd switch it up, and I may come on here and talk about, I've been through this, that, and the third, and come up here on positive times. Like, I got it all figured out. I do not have it all figured out. Nobody has it all figured out. Put it that way. I come on here and I try to give my best advice that I can give, and that's all I can give. But don't get me wrong, I definitely have crap days. I've had days where I want to call in on work and lay in my bed all day and sulk. And sometimes I fall short, and that does happen. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I straight up call in, I lay in this bed all day, and I just think about everything that's gone wrong in my life. And it sucks. Sometimes that voice that's in my head that tells me to get up every day is very loud, and it usually works. And I've worked very hard to make that voice in my head very loud. Doesn't mean I don't have bad days. It 100% means I do not have bad. Wait, sorry, I said that wrong. But you know what I'm trying to say. You're not alone. I'm always going to say that. I say that in each one of these. I hope you do not listen to these thinking, well, he's not going through that. If he can give this advice, like, he must not be going through it anymore. Like, I still go through this stuff. That is, like, stuff I've talked about is what helps me. And believe me, I've done, I've gone through in my head. I've done the breaths. I'm taking a second. It's definitely way better than what it was, like, 20 minutes ago. But communicating is, you got to do it to whoever and whenever. And, you just got to be the best you can be. And that's all I can do. And that's all I can promise to be and do, is be the best version of me. And I want to be that. So, I pray and I hope, like I said, this is a short episode. I just really needed to get this off my chest. It's a confession episode, we'll call it. If you pray whoever you pray to, I ask for many prayers, good vibes sent my way, and also prayers sent to you and good vibes towards you. I pray you have an amazing week. This past week was nothing too special, to be totally honest with you. It was a hot past week, but nothing crazy happened. I got to spend this past weekend with the love of my life, and watch her friends' cats and hamster, I believe. And it was very nice. They had a very nice place, and we had a very good time going through downtown. So, good times. I hope, yeah. I really had nothing else to say, to be totally honest with you. I really just needed to get this off my chest. And as always, this podcast has always been an outlet for me. So, you wanted real and authentic. Here you go. Till next week, stay blessed. Peace. Know that God loves you, and I love you. Peace.